I'm Professor here at the Faculty of Veterinary Science. I've worked with animal welfare for over 20 years. The 5 freedoms represent one of the best concepts we have in animal welfare. They represent the goals that we should strive for in ensuring the welfare of animals in our care. I believe that it's important for farming industries to engage with animal welfare and to demonstrate their performance in animal welfare. Freedom from fear and distress means providing animals with conditions and treatment that avoids mental suffering.
What's principally involved here and what's central to satisfying this freedom well is how we interact with the cattle and how we handle cattle through all the facilities on the feedlot and through the whole feedlot operation. It's really important that whenever we handle the cattle, we do so in the least stressful way possible.
Low stress stock handling is reducing the amount of noise you're making when you're moving cattle, reduce use of prodders and electric goads, and just making sure we're providing an environment for those cattle where there is less stress.
A lot of the feedlot handling facilities in Australia are based on Temple Grandin design principles, and so that means that they're generally long flowing races where cattle are always in the company of other cattle, so they're following other cattle throughout the facility. They're designed without trip hazards, without sharp edges which could hurt the cattle. Our quality assurance system that most Australian feedlots have looks at this every year during an audit.
Good yard design and construction are vital to ensure that animals are calm when they're handled and to minimise the risk of any injury. Low stress stock handling is much better in yards that are well designed and well maintained.
Most cattle in Australia are handled with horses, and so cattle are used to being handled with horses, and so therefore it's much less stressful for a stockman on a horse, for example, to shift cattle from a pen or a paddock than a person on foot if the cattle aren't used to it. Not only do the people that work in the industry get trained in low stress stock handling, but we also have facilities that assist that. So for example, we use wireless gates and automation, so you don't actually have to be with the cattle and the cattle can freely move through the facility without the intervention or the perceived intervention of people.
One thing I know for sure is that people involved in feedlots and the cattle that they look after tell you every day that they are keen observers of animal welfare and they're keen practitioners of good animal welfare.
Like most people who work in the Australian beef industry, I feel a deep sense of responsibility for the cattle that I look after, and nothing's more important to me than making sure that their welfare needs are met.